Well, there we go. We did a couple chases there. We're going to do some Heavensward now with a side of Thunderstorm Gaze in. In fact, we might only even be able to do Heavensward for like 5 to 10 minutes. Now, I label it as Post-Heavensward only because it's the Hildibrand Heavensward segment. Further Hildibrand Adventures, as it is called. So, we did do a bit of storm chasing here for, surprise, 2 hours? Really? We've already done it for 2 hours. Well, I yapped about weather for almost an hour, so it's like an hour and a half or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to claim this. We're going to claim our outbucks. We now have 639,000 outbucks. Wish it was easy to get that much IRL. That'd be great. Okay, Outbreak is closing down. Our resources are getting freed. We're free. My GPU is free until I launch Final Fantasy XIV. But even then, it wouldn't be nearly as stressful, my GPU. Final Fantasy XIV is well optimized. Okay. Push button. Did I update the array? Ah, I didn't. I did not update the array. Hold on. Let me go title here. I'm going to change it from Twitch side because then I don't have to worry about it rolling back. Cheeseburger backpack, cheeseburger backpack. Exactly, Booty Mage. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely time zone. And maybe some storm grazing. There we go. Let us update this title. And let us get some Final Fantasy XIV launched with a possible side of thunderstorms. Those storms are really organizing. Starting to look good. Don't you dare evade us. Entertain us, Thunderstorm. Entertain us. Okay. That hook echo's gone. That's got a little bit going on. Why have they not oh, wait, they have. Yellow level? What? Whoever issued these watches, can I take your job? Oh, seriously. What the heck? We got some spicy storms in, okay, this is just east of Bonnieville. There is 2 storms that look like they got hooks coming out of them, but there is no rotation associated with them. That is very weird. Rosie, welcome on in. You sign a petition to make the job transfer happen. Yeah, I wish Environment Canada would take me under the wings. I'd love to help them out. Plus, they're really badly understaffed. They really do need more people. My wife is stalking me. So, I am going to get logged into Final Fantasy 14, but 5-10 minutes, and we might be storm grazing. Because things are happening. Now, I'm going to zoom the map out here, and I'm going to make sure I have that prepared ahead of time. Things are happening. Now, I'm going to be somewhat vague to a point as to where I am. Like, what suburbs? Suburbs. There's other people near here, but it's not a big city. But things are happening. I'm actually noticing some wind buildup as this line starts to get organized, so wind could very well be a thing. This is going to be a curiosity, all right. And you guys heard Final Fantasy 14 starting in the background. I'm just going to make sure everything's not all messed up here. So I'm just going to pop into studio mode, go to gameplay. We get Final Fantasy 14 set up ahead of time. And then OBS screws up its position because OBS is talented at doing that. So I proceed to fix that. And then I exit studio mode, and then I go over here, and look at that. Technically, it depends on how long you've been here, because I've been lurking for a while. Besides, if you didn't want to be stalked, you shouldn't have made it so easy. Oh, look, we're by my household. Ah, yes. It's my personal house. There's also a free company house. Also, apparently there is an empty lot for sale next to my house. I don't know when this happened, but yeah. Huh. Anybody want to live next to me in Final Fantasy 14? Okay. There's actually multiple spots open. You'll notice these spots are open. That spot's open. Any spot with the hammer is open. Unfortunately, you can't if you're in free trial because your guild cap is too low to be able to get anything. You can't even get an apartment, and an apartment is 500,000 gil. Now, where were we in the Hildibrand quest anyways? Oh, also, I should probably stow these away. I was doing some extremes today with a group. Shadowbringer extremes, because we don't like to torment ourselves by doing current content as streams. Why would I want to do that? No thanks. Okay, that's all good. Now then. New Game Plus, further Hildibrand adventures, resume.
Krista.
Love doing old content in Final Fantasy 14. It's easier and there's better gear. Exactly. Exactly. Less of a pain in the arse. Although I gotta say, one of the ones we were doing was Hades Extreme. Shadowbringers, by the way. With 4 people. That one's still pretty challenging. Like, with the right setup, we can get through it, but, A gazebo to call our own. So I'm pretty sure I've had to Ishgard for this. By the way, I'm going to get Storm Grayson set up pretty much like once we get to our destination here. I'm going to get it set up. We are actually... The storm's getting pretty close. Okay. I will be back in just a little bit. Hold on. Is the camera able to show up here? No, it cannot show up here. However, I'm pretty sure I can trigger a scene change. I'm going to bring my little tablet along that I use for setting that. I will be back in just a little bit. Also, should I still have my VTuber around while I'm doing this? Maybe not. But maybe so. But maybe not. I don't know. I have both tags up. Okay. I'll be back in just a bit. I'll get the camera activated. I'm going to bring the tablet out there so I can actually see what's going on with the stream. I guess I could have just changed this to like the just chatting scene or something. There we go. What? As soon as I came back, really? My goodness. Oh, the sectoral captain is doing a shiny exchange. And did manage. And Krista helped out there. Bit of assistance from Krista. Alright, I will be back with some Final Fantasy XIV. I'm just going to edit the title from here. And then we'll do Final Fantasy XIV Post-Stormblood. Yeah, we'll change to that afterwards. Gonna darken in when there's a sudden anti-flash of dark across the otherwise gently illuminated sky. I have a feeling that's related to camera exposure. I just heard some thunder like tapping through my window here. The thunderstorm's trying to convince me it's not done yet. It might not be done yet. What happened to this monitor? Why is it off? That's the monitor the radar is on too. But you guys were still getting radar. Yeah, the monitor was just being stupid and went to standby for no reason. The heck? So, it looks like now there's a whole bunch of rain in some areas behind this storm. Maybe there's embedded thunderstorms in there, but I don't think they'll be severe. Meanwhile, that line of thunderstorms that's continuing on, it keeps building northward. That's a lot of wind. I think the 130 gusts might be justified. Always a bit scared by the old windows that shake like, oh my goodness, yeah. And loud thunder is one of the things that makes them shake a bunch too. Like, are they gonna break? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my distance from those. Okay, so FaceTuber maybe. I don't need that tag now. But I can add voice acting because I will be trying. Note how I did not say professional voice acting. Not that good at it. I'm decent at it. I got something going, but I don't think I'm at the professional level of voice acting. Okay, so now I can see chat from my good old desktop that's not the mobile app. Which is so much better. I've got my settings ready to change. Okie dokie. Well, I'm gonna send us to a BRB, and we will be back with some Final Fantasy 14. Enjoy whatever RNG selects for BRB scene. I think the Lucky Bot BRB overlay is actually working, so yay. Little. That way, little. Come on. Come on, you. Okay. I am back, but I have not eaten the food yet, so I'm not fully back. But I'll be back soon. Anyway. Radar update, perhaps? Perhaps we'll do a little radar update. And we'll do it on the computer scene where things actually work. And Bad Burb Senior will just spawn because Bad Burb Senior was apparently just waiting for me to come back. Significant hail and minor rotation. I think the hail has shrunk since that polygon was issued, but it definitely looked pretty bad earlier. Ooh. There we go. I'm just going to, What the heck was that, Twitch? I clicked on another channel, it did a glitchy, fade out to gray, and then it, like, it was a really weird transition into the channel I changed to. Oh, it was, the pipes are scrolling. They twist and bend, repeating infinitely. 3D pipes. That's actually one of the Lucky Bot overlays. And that one is using a custom palette because I actually found the JS part that allows me to influence what colors show up for the pipes. By default, they use the classic palette. And I think there's another one that's just one color. But yeah, I decided to add an extra palette, and it was just like, use these colors. What's going on in the world of Final Fantasy? We're still here. We're about to show here more about the ridiculousness that is the Hildibrand series. Use the colors from this weather map. Oh, jeez. Depends on if we're talking about velocity or if we're talking about reflectivity. Excellent. We don't have any more bugged out attendance rate, which is good. As I said, I still don't know why the flags did not clear properly previously. It was like, what? Like, why? Yes, I am going for a little longer. Any pauses is food. All right, here we go. Here may be the only man who has yet to drink from the well of madness. That you stand before me is proof that Halone smiles upon me this day. I have need of your assistance, Cody, and before you think to run away, screaming in terror, I pray you hear me out. It concerns the esteemed, and now missing and presumed dead, Knights of the Heavensward. None have returned to the capital since all the unpleasantness began. Yet recently we have heard rumors of these honored sirs walking the streets. 'Tis hearsay most foul, I say, and I mean to get to the bottom of it. But we will need all the help we can get, which means, fury take me, we could benefit from a certain individual's serendipity. You missed, Bad Burb Senior. I don't want to work with the people that make First Fantasy, a survival RPG set in the world similar to Final Fantasy, but in ancient times when magic was first being learned and mostly used outside of combat, which is rare. Though there is still a proper villain and story to progress through, even while fighting to feed your team. Back we go. Oh, wrong order. It's attack, element, and then target. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. That was delayed. I was like, sectoral captain, are you going to respond to that?
Here.
The dark tush is getting in the way. Besides, if we don't seek him out, he's like to show up at the worst possible time anyway. At least this way, it'll be on our terms, and we can keep an eye on that boy. Mammoth. Yes, right. You might be wondering why I asked you to come. Well, you and the inspector seem to enjoy a natural rapport, so... Mm-hmm. One light damage to Bad Burb Senior, but the fire attack misses. Oh, jeez. Did that lightning strike the center? Why is that lightning striking the center of all places? I mean, that is very fitting for today. That RNG lightning is very fitting. Praise alone. For a moment I was afraid you'd make me beg. This may well be my last chance to prove my worth to my superiors, and if I can't, it's a fortunate manner. And if you can't, it's all in your head, paranoia. I choose to believe that Junior Doom stands for Junior Dame. Like when I'm training to marry into royalty. Oh my goodness. Now, Junior Dome's Guard. That is abbreviation for it. All the abbreviations that go before everybody's names, those are all sectoral enforcement squadron ranks. It's a fun little ranking system. Oh, there we go. That attack landed. Okay, Fort Top Manor is going to be sort of close to here. I think it's electric. I wish I could assign aliases to subcommands. It'd make things so much easier for people with the elements. You know, those D20s really need to get more creative. Instead of just rolling 9 over and over. Ah, no. Out of MP. That's better. Because, Gigi, such behavior is unbecoming of a gentleman. But why, Papa Hildy? Why is it unbecoming a gentleman? Ah, Inquisitor Seer, Cody. Good morrow to you both. Are you both... are you come as adorned fans or on business? Business. Always business. You may rest assured. Then I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, am at your service. Is it robbery, murder, tax evasion? I was about to say evasion. Evasion? Wait, before we get into that, what's going on here? Much as it pains me to admit it, my beloved Gigi, the apple of my eye, fruit of my alliance. Oh, jeez, okay. Why did it happen twice? One RNG that needs to get creative is the one for MTG Arena. I always get 2 lands, mulligan, and 2 lands again. Oh! Oh, goodbye, Bad Burb Senior. Good luck flying near that thunderstorm that just passed by. Attempted to deface this lovely gazebo. Naturally, as his father, it falls to me to see him returned to the straight and narrow. That's not true. I was drawing a family crest for our home. Now, Gigi, I know you are fond of this gazebo, as are we all. But it belongs to Lord Edmund. You wouldn't want to steal from Uncle Edmund, would you? I guess not. Then where is our gazebo, Papa Hildy? And does it have a warm stove with a steaming kettle too? A never-ending steaming kettle, ah yes. Oh, Gigi, don't you see? We have no need of kettles or gazebos. As gentlemen inspectors, the world is our oyster. We can go whither we please, where the red fern grows and the wild rose blooms. And yet you've been sleeping in Lord Edmund's gazebo for how long? I don't care about wild roses. I want to live in a gazebo with Papa Hildy and Mama Nashu. Gazebos are quite expensive and dangerous if not domesticated. The dangerous gazebo. Dangerous indeed, my boy. And besides, we are gentlemen inspectors, free to travel the length and breadth of Eorzea in search of a case. Does that not sound more thrilling than whittling away the hours beneath a gazebo? I guess. If it's a case you want, you need not go so far. We're currently investigating reports of individuals masquerading as Knights of the Heavensward. These contemptible charlatans are rumored to have tricked several hapless maidens into attending private parties for a small fee, with the promise of enjoying the company of these guest sirs. Those who were foolish enough to attend found their experiences to be traumatizing, so traumatizing that they refused to discuss them in detail. Needless to say, your assistance in this matter would be greatly appreciated. And for it, you shall receive due compensation. Say no more, Inquisitor. Say no more. I, Hildibrand, ancient of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, and well versed in the ways of the fairer sex. Since when? Mommy, mother dearest, I was under the impression you had departed for Ulda. And leave my beloved boy to keep playing at being inspector? As well as father to a bloody mammoth? Bugger that. You're coming home right this instant. How can you say such things? It is my life's calling to be an inspector. And Gigi is my son. He is a Monderville man. Grand as it is to see you. You have come at the most inopportune time. The young women of Ishgard are in need of a champion to defend them from fiends most foul. Come, Nashi. Come, Gigi. We shall demonstrate to my mother that our peerless investigative skills and bring these criminals to justice. Balls, he's stubborn. Probably gets it from his sorry arse of a father. I trust you lots will help me to keep him out of trouble. Right then, come along. That's good. Well, that could have gone better. And worse. Let's not keep them waiting. Indeed. That just reminds me of a D&D meme. I attempt to charm the gazebo. You can't, it's a gazebo. I intimidate the gazebo. You can't, it's a gazebo. Wonder if Krista would try to charm a gazebo. Probably not. I think she knows that it's just a gazebo. Hello, I'm speaking to you from this fountain. Okay, you think me so foolish to fall for the charade? From what I heard from the others, said knights bore not even the slightest resemblance to the Heavensward. As if I not already memorized every detail of my dear Sir Avadil's face. Oh, where could he ever be? Wherever could he be? I am truly outside her grace. My allowance, all gone to waste on those... I dare not say it. Mayhap those awful rumors are true. Mayhap I must needs accept that he now walks in Haloon's halls. Demand satisfaction, swift and terrible vengeance. How dare they prey upon a lady's emotions or line their pockets with gil? If Sir Chalibert was here, he'd purged a lot of them like the festering sickness they are. Yes, a pity too remains missing. Still very much a pity. Papa Hildy. That grandmama over there is staring at us. Now, Gigi, a gentleman must be careful with his words. First of all, you only have one grandmother. Second, and this is tremendously important, never ever call her that. At least, not yet. Promise? Yes, father. I promised not to call Grandma Julian. Greetings, lady. Oh, ain't you a charmer? And there I was thinking I might have to rip your bloody head off since you said the G word. If you said the G word one more time. Like that, Papa Hildy. Ah, my faithful assistants. Have you gleaned any new information? Nope. Other than the fact that these women scorned seem to detest the fake knights with every fiber of their being. These two women were telling me all about what they do if they corner Sir. Is this the best you can do? Bloody oaths and girlish fantasies? And you call yourself a Manderville man? I assure you, Mother, we're only just getting started. The tapestry of lies and deception, behind which hides the oft-revealed with the tug of a single loose thread. I had to take a hold of my head, but I could have sworn I heard thunder again. I say, young lady, I would beg a moment of your time. Somehow, I doubt that young lady was targeted by the Charlesons we seek. Aye, 'tis true. I too was taken in by the false promises of these awful, awful men. Long have I yearned for a chance to meet Sir Velgian. And when they said I finally could, I didn't hesitate for even a moment. But when they escorted me to the manor and undid the blindfold, I looked on the hideous faces of these so-called grand sirs. I screamed and fled. They were gone when I returned with the watch. But the neighbors said that they overheard them speaking about seeking shelter in a place called Idleshire. I know it's not much, but I pray this information helps you in your search. My lady, I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall not rest until these dastardly fiends are punished for their foul crimes. Huzzah! 3 cheers for Papa Hildy. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And there you have it. Our query can be found in Idleshire. Come on, my loyal assistants. Justice waits for no gentleman. That's all well and good, but I've never heard of this Idleshire. Have you? You mean we're to travel to the Dravarnian hinterlands? Right now? Just like that? Yes. That is indeed where we travel. Now, we'll do one segment of Hildibrand stuff, like I said earlier. Oh, wait, hold on. What are we currently at? We're at 5. We're almost at 6 hours uptime. A good chunk of that was watching a freaking gorgeous thunderstorm. I can't emphasize, I can't emphasize enough just how beautiful that storm was. I wonder if it'll hit I wonder if it'll hit first place. I think I have 13 other thunderstorms on the records right now for this storm to compete with. And one of them was an 8 out of 10. We could rate the storm afterwards. We'll give it a rating. I'll show you guys the things I evaluate on it. Truly, this magnificent settlement is a testament to the hard work and camaraderie of Uplander and Gobby citizens. Yes, well, I'm just glad we're no longer being pursued by fire-breathing dragons, musket-wielding crabs, and bomb-throwing goblins. You know, the other ones. But they were no match for Lady Ilian and that pan of hers, am I right? I want to see her make the bad gobbies fly again. God's sakes, Hildy. Excepting Cody, this lot'd be dead in a ditch somewhere if it weren't for me. Nonsense! I would never let any harm come to my loyal assistant or my beloved son. Now, if I may interject. Now then, let us split up and question the good people of Idleshire. My keen inspector senses tell me that one of them has knowledge of these false knights we see. Not venting his troubles to me right now. We're like that. We're like the person in the metal. We're the emotional support pillar for everyone. Like the common voluntary towards your main character. It's like, how are you still sane after all this? Yes. Lodrox knows her grandsires, sneaky uplanders, keep yourselves, mingle not with Gobbleflaw. But to each own. But each to own. Lodrox says, no questions, only jingly shine. You didn't ask enough questions. Jingly shine. Oh, you must be talking about them grandsires. They drifted into Idleshire some time ago, as I recall. Pay visits to the great library, though I couldn't tell you why. The library. Alright. Exceedingly experienced treasure hunter. So, has this treasure hunter opened up level 100 full party recommended maps and undertook those dangers? Or are they saying exceedingly experienced for Heavensward? Level 60 full party recommended? Hey, wait, you look strangely familiar, except shorter. Oh, I know about those grandsires. They keep to themselves in that building of theirs, south of the round spot. You best watch out, though. They're a dangerous bunch, liable to kill you for looking at them cockeyed. It's entirely possible that I've gone completely and utterly mad, but are you perchance the long-lost twin sister of the Ishgardian noblewoman? What? Look behind you! A three-headed guboo! Why do I feel like I've not seen the last of that old woman? I freaking love that it gets pointed out too. You're like, wait a minute, it looks like the same person except shorter. And then it gets pointed out too. That is freaking great. Ads? But why? Why ads? Why not snooze the ads? If only we had the testimony of a concerned citizen, which could conveniently direct us to the villain's precise location. The grandsires are holed up in the building to the south of the markets? Good show, Cody. Now we gotta wonder if it's a trap. There, that's the one. Come, let's inform the others. There is a second line of storms blazing through Saskatchewan, and they look very capable of wind as well. Significant damage and winds. This is the storm's mode. They're bowing. That one's very much bowing. You want to look? If you want to know what a small version of a bowing storm is, that's what it is. Look at that bow shape. Look at that handsome bow shape that everybody over on the vertical view cannot see. Oh, you still can't see it. There you go. Now you can see it. Look at that bow shape. So handsome and dangerous. There are winds of 110 in this. But how about the winds over here? How are these doing? Because they were looking pretty windy at a point too, right? Yeah, it's still pretty windy. Sections may be getting... This might be noise, it might not be, but if it's not noise, then pretty windy. Pretty windy. Anyway, let's go back to Final Fantasy 14 here. Twould seem that no one is home. There was naught we could do but wait then. Papa Hildy, I just want to say that I really like this place. I think that you and me and Mama Nashu could have lots of exciting adventures if we stay here. You might be right, Gigi. This community seems to have fostered an enlightened, free society, welcoming upon its souls willing to work and contribute to the greater whole. Did anyone happen to see a gazebo on the way in? As I leave, and Hildibrand, Maximilian Mandeville. Could that be? Could that be Lopix coin toss? Do you know this copy, Inspector? I most certainly do. Why, Master Slowfix was my very first employer. When traveling through Thanaland long ago, Yammerflock was waylaid by Uplander bandits. With no jingly shine to pay brass blades, we had no way to backtake goods. Until we make a busy deal with Gentleman Uplander, that is. With fastness, he finds Uplander bandits, then brings much bangy boom, and returns to goodly goblins, missing goods, and great justice. Henceforth, Slowflix gains new appreciation for Uplanders. But for chance to encounter with Gentleman Uplander, he never conceives of Obliteration Utopia. He may even claim Hildy, founding father of Idleshire, with metaphorical tongue flaps, that is. Oh, the memories. It was a dear thing. For the bandits were clever enough to see through my ingenious disguise as an innocent milkmaid. But in my hasty escape, I tripped over a barrel of fire sand, and, as they say, boom gobby doom. Oh, no busy deals for the wicked. No busy deals indeed. But leaving that delightful anecdote aside, ye gods, Master Slowfix. Just looking at what you and your flock have made of these ruins is making me big eyes. Gabo flock has come all the way since wandering days, but we have not forgotten Gentleman Uplander's kindness. Slowfix is here to offer hand lending. Well, far be it from me to refuse. My son Gigi has grown quite fond of your magnificent city, so I would like to stay here with him and my assistant for a time. It would not require much in the way of accommodations. A humble gazebo, for an example, would be more than suffice.
Why settle for gazebo when perfectly good estate right behind you? Residents are building in arrears with snowflakes happy to evict them.
They owe you money. The ads have begun to roll, by the way. I forgot to hit snooze again. And honestly, this cutscene might be long enough that snoozing wouldn't be ineffective anyway. So we'll just wait for the ads to get out of the way here, and then I'll keep reading. In the meanwhile, if you're hungry, grab a snack or have some hydration. I actually have water just to my right side here, so there you go. You got the full scoop from a weather station in terms of what's happening there. The temperature is 14.8, but the dew point to 12.5 feels like 13. That temperature has dropped quite a lot in a short period of time. Winds are averaging at 18, gusting 37. It's still pretty gusty over there. 6.6 millimeters of rain in the past hour. 7.6 millimeters per hour is the current rainfall rate. So it's still raining there. It's raining pretty good. There have been 408 lightning strikes near the station today. Previous strike was 12 kilometers from the personal weather station. Wow. That is some fun stuff. By the way, next time that shows, it might not show the lightning strikes anymore because we have just hit midnight over here in the mountain time zone. And my station's lightning strikes reset at midnight, so we might get some, I don't know, maybe there'll be the odd lightning strike overnight close enough to my station. But yeah, 408. That's the day's total. Now, we got about 45 more seconds in the ads here before I continue reading. I'm going to take a moment to hydrate myself. I recommend everybody else do the hydrate as well. Good stuff. I'm gonna eat the last of my pizza, and then wonder why Twitch has stopped every single stream that I'm lurking in. Twitch, can you actually allow me to lurk in streams? Thank you very much. It'd be fantastic. And I'm just gonna take a look ahead of time here, but I'd like to look at recent raids so I have a good idea of where to send you guys after everything is done. I know where to send you. If they're still alive by the time we're done, that is. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. We're gonna continue reading this. We aim to complete this segment, this next little segment here, before I send you off somewhere else. But we were pursuing the thieves who lived here on suspicion of defrauding young women. Fraud! In Slowfix's Elgarian utopia. This he will not abide. All the more reason to let Gentleman Uplander and his flock stay instead of Grandsers. No need for jingly shine either. Slowfix just wants justice. Huzzah! A giant gazebo to call our own. You know what? Yes. Absolutely. I do not know what to say. Thank you, Master Slowpix. Thank you. No need for teary-eyed tongue flaps. Gobby Flock is possessed a moral obligation to repay Gentleman Uplander for past generosity. Enjoy new gazebo, and good luck with hunt for Grandsers. Fantastic. There you go. Papa Hildy, since this is our gazebo, is it okay if I draw our family crest on it? I can think of no better way to celebrate this joyous occasion, and perhaps draw the ire of our new home's former tenants. Come, let us go and purchase some paints together. This gazebo shall be your canvas. Now he's gone and gotten himself a satin gazebo. Bloody hells. If he really thinks I'm gonna let him keep playing at being a father. They're on the lookout. By the way, that stays on the wall indefinitely. Still no sign of a notorious Grand Sirs. I dare say we're gonna need more paint. All right. My goodness, that was one. This was one heck of a day. We did a bit of Outbreak. We did a bit of actual storm gazing, and then we even stuck in a little bit of Final Fantasy 14 on top of that. This has been quite the day. I'm pretty happy with this. All right, everybody. All good things do eventually have to come to an end, and we have reached the end of the stream. So I'm going to send you off somewhere. Where the heck is that somewhere? Probably a place that you are more than familiar with, a number of you. And for those of you who are maybe not familiar, I'm sending you off to Sir Churchill, who is playing It Takes Two. We're going to get this raid started. Congrats on the top 3. You get bonus gold pieces to use in future sound commands. I'd like to thank you for joining, whether you're in full, in part, whether you're active, whether you're lurking somewhere between. It's all greatly appreciated. The first raid message is for subs. However, in the event that you do not have a sub, there is a message just underneath. Anybody can use that one. Feel free to use one or the other heading on over there. Give Church my regards. I'll probably be there for a little bit before I have to prepare to rest. Till next time, everybody, have a fantastic time. Take good care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. All of that fantastic stuff. And, of course, the most important one, keep being yourselves. If you've got thunderstorms in your area, enjoy the heck out of them. If you're not a big fan of thunderstorms, just tell them to come on over here. I'm always accepting new thunderstorms. And until next time, have a fantastic rest of your weekend, everybody. We will see you later. Bye-bye. I was going to use both.